Hey guys, it's Raging Rhino. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video on YouTube for my channel. I hope to upload daily and get as many subscribers as I can. I'm really excited about VainGlory. I have basically been addicted to the game now since the beta. I wanted to go over some of the tips, maybe some basic stuff, but I will have this gameplay playing in the background, but I will just talk about some things here and there that I'm doing in the game, but mainly wanted to talk about the basics of VainGlory and help you guys have a better play experience. In this game I am playing Ringo, obviously. Some tips that I have for him: I like to go boots with him, and in this game you'll see that I actually buy tier 3 boots first. I know that doesn't give me a lot of damage early game, but it does help my escapability quite a bit, and I use my crit damage when I can after I last hit a minion, do a little damage on him and then get away. Use some scout traps, make sure I have potions, and in this video I will be going weapon power with him. I typically like to get a sorrow blade, breaking point, and work that into a monocle, and just try to use the tornado trigger. Well, as you can see there, I just got ganked really bad. Not the tornado trigger, the twirling silver. I like to get that maxed out as quickly as possible and use that as much as I can to kite the enemy or just stay alive and get away. The biggest thing I think in this game is a misconception. It's not really exactly like some of the other 3v3 games out there. A lot of people come from League of Legends or other games, and it's just a little bit different on the way that it's styled, with a lane, one single lane in a jungle. A lot of the time people don't understand that in this game a lot of it is about your cover. So when you're playing in the lane, you have minions there that are used for cover against the turret. Sometimes if the enemy is focusing on farming, and you can use them more for cover, but your turrets are going to cover you as well, so you want to fall back, you want to kind of stay around them so that you can stay alive. In this video you'll see me kind of staying around my bushes there. I place a scout trap later on. The reason I even went up further than the center of the map there is because I did have a teammate lay a scout trap in their bushes, so I was able to see if they were going to come up, and so I pushed up just a little bit. It's very important to be aware of those kinds of things so that you're not misfocusing your attention within the game. I feel like there's a lot of players that think, well, I'm just going to build damage and I'm just going to go out there, I'm going to kill everybody and, you know, win the game. While you can build that way, the problem is if you're not playing with a team that you normally play with, like myself in this gameplay, I'm in solo queue. You're not really going to be able to do that, because simply those teammates of yours have no idea your playstyle, your abilities within the game. There's no communication going on, so it's really hard to just say I'm going to go build a bunch of damage and I'm going to go out there and I'm going to kill everybody. The best way to play in solo queue is really to have a well-rounded build. And so some of the basics of this game, similarly to League of Legends, you need to counter build. And in the very beginning of the video you saw me bring up the scoreboard, and I was checking to see what does this other Ringo have how much can I push on him, and how much damage is he going to be able to do to me. Very important to look at those things throughout the game. You'll see me buy defense progressively here, and that is to guard against this Koshka player. And really, she was the one that was dealing the most damage to me, so I'm going to get defense against her. Right here in my ability, you saw that I picked the Twirling Silver again because I really like to have that maxed out as soon as possible. And when you're going weapons, the ultimate is really good because it can finish off an enemy that's running away and escaping. But since I do have top tier boots first in my build, I'm able to move around and get to the enemy a lot faster than they're able to escape. And this is very important and also underestimated with players that aren't paying that much attention to what you're building. And where I see as a con to this build is your teammates in solo queue are going to look at you to produce more damage than you're able to, because they're also not paying attention to the fact that you only have boots. So you're not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage early game. But this does give you a lot of escapability, a lot of kiting where you can move around the map, get to some of these team fights. And as you can see right here, I am stutter stepping as much as I possibly can. I'm not the best at it like Rumbly Superset or Druid or those guys, but I do my best and just try to keep practicing on that. And if you're not familiar with stutter stepping in this game, it's basically you are tapping your target, tapping in the direction that you would like to go, and tapping your target again as quickly as possible. And the faster your attack speed is, the faster you're going to be able to stutter step. Until I get to level 12, you can see that my stutter is nowhere near as good as it is in the later game, especially if I get an infusion, which you will see later on as well. It seems as though the stutter stepping just goes really, really smoothly because I'm at the optimum speed, attack speed level. So in this channel that I have, I'm basically gonna go over some tips, but I'm also gonna analyze the game as much as I possibly can. And that is to say what everything does and really the raw stats on everything that's happening within the game, so that you can really break it down into what the best build would be for your play style. When I play in the lane, I try to stay early game. I'm going to stay up top of the turret, and I'm going to kind of go in the range in between the middle bush back to my turret and stay right in this area where I am now. Or if I have a scout trap down at the bottom, I am going to stay in my lower bush. And as you can see, I place a scout trap there sometimes as an escape from the enemy. If they're going to chase me, I will drop that. If I have one, I'll drop it just in case they'd like to pursue me more. So when I say that this game is a lot about cover, and I think this is a big factor that's overlooked in this game, the minion mines are going to be a cover for you. If you've captured them, they're going to fight for you. They're going to be another part of your team. So if you're having a fight around that area, you really want to fall to that minion miner as a cover for you. As same goes with the gold mine. And you can talk to a lot of VainGlory players, and say the gold miner sometimes is not really aware of the enemies in his vicinity, but that's just part of it. But you can still use him and go behind him as cover. So that is a big way to stay alive in this game, to use some escapability, and also to know, okay, I'm about to die, or I've got half health, it's 2 versus 1, what do I do? Run to the cover. So if you're in the lane, run behind the turret. Don't go in front of the turret, go behind the turret. And really try to get the enemy team as far behind the turret as well. If they're chasing after you and they continue, go ahead and run as far behind your turret and cover as you possibly can. And the same goes with the mini miners and gold miner. Use those to your advantage. And I know it's hard to do a lot of times when you're in the middle of a fight to think, oh, I need to run over to the gold mine. But you should be thinking about it beforehand, okay? You should really be thinking, okay, if we get into a fight, we have the gold mine, let's stay around that area. And you can see this minion right here, he's totally OP, and they really need to nerf this guy. Me and Rumbly Superset obviously have the same problem. But I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope my channel does grow, and I'm looking to just gain as many people in this community as possible, because I really feel like VainGlory is an amazing game, and it should have a much wider audience. And I hope that I can facilitate some more viewers and really show you guys how much fun the game is and what your best hero build would be. I really would love to interact with you guys and see what you like about the game, what you don't like about the game. And also in future videos, I will be looking at the game Paragon as a MOBA, and we'll explore that game together as well. I do main Ringo, I do main Kroll, I main Blackfeather because he's very OP right now. Sky also OP, and Kestrel. But these are characters that have to be played in the right team comp, the right setting. And as you can see in this game, predominantly we have just dominated the game from start to finish because their timing is off. I feel like they were good players, but they just didn't have the timing down, and I think they underestimated Rhyme in this game because he was raining down some damage, literally. You saw me right there pick up a KS from him. And, you know, something I wanted to talk about as well. You may have heard some terms from Rumbly Superset, Ben Tim, Oracle, some of those guys, and you go, what is a CS? You know, what are they talking about? What's an AOE? And, you know, there's a lot of terms, and sometimes people say mana and things of that nature, and what they're really talking about when they say mana is energy. Energy in this game is what you use for your abilities. A lot of times other games use the word mana. A CS is going to be your creep score, which is how many minions you've killed within the game. We keep up with that because in this game, whoever has the gold, as you can see, that minion every time is just so OP. They really need to nerf those guys. But in this game, gold is going to be a big factor in who wins the game. And as you can see here, I'm selecting more damage items, and I'm not really buying any defense against Ringo because we're so far ahead. And I've gotten a really good tip from some vainglorious players, and it really stuck with me, and it stuck in the back of my mind that if you're winning, buy more damage, okay? And if you're losing, buy more defense. And right here you can see I was going up to the back of my turret. I saw her. I knew she was going into her team, and I'm waiting around for my team to catch up. Ryan was a little slow to the fight, but I went ahead and used my ultimate and picked up Ringo here, and I did end up getting killed, but I did pick up a kill, so we traded there. And I feel like, that was the best play that I could do at that moment. I could have maybe ran back a little bit and waited for Ryan to show up, because Catherine does have, quite a bit of health that she can take there, a lot more damage than I can. So I may have just, fallen back a little bit, let Ryan catch up. But once again, we were so far ahead. I was just really looking at who can I kill right now and get this game over with, So I hope that you guys come back for more videos. I'm going to try to upload daily. I've got everything set up right now, and I feel like it'll work that way. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, please don't hesitate to leave your comments below. Questions, hit me on Facebook, Twitter, any of that. And I'd love to interact with you guys about VainGlory. And also we can talk a little bit about the new Paragon game to see what you guys like about that game, and if any of you are going to be beta testing it as well. So once again, I'm RagingRhino, and I hope that you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you have other tips. Right here at the end, I had my stacks up on Catherine, and she got stunned and just couldn't get away. So I saw Ringo coming up, and I thought, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and kill him. And I knew he would probably kill me, but the crystal was almost gone, so I went ahead and risked it. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Oh, I remember there was one more thing. What was it? Oh yeah, don't AFK ever.